John and Eddie are training partners, but they're just going to show the different coordination with their feet, different types of kicks they can do, round kicks, front stomps. Eddie's gearing up for a title bout coming in November. The idea with the leg shots is that they weaken their opponent's legs so they can't follow with their kicks. Weaken the legs and then they follow high with their punches. The kicks are deceiving because they can go low, medium, or high, so they have to have a strong defense. They go into a clinch. From the clinching position, they can throw knees. They switch from one side being the more dominant to the other side reversing, throwing the knee strikes to the outside or to the inside, and then push off, follow with a high round kick. In the Muay Thai kickboxing, they'll take a hit to give a hit back. And that's it for the first. With the kickboxing, they put combinations together with punches, their kicks, their knees that you see right now. And in Thailand, they train with elbows as well, but in the United States, that practice isn't followed. At the IMB Academy, we do more than just boxing and kickboxing. What you see now is we're doing the Filipino martial arts we call the Eskrima. You see the different strikes. Some people with various different weapons: single stick, long stick, double stick. The sticks were used by the Filipinos to conquer, to fight off the conquistadors from the Spanish Armada. Hands up, face front, and salute. Let's move into various striking patterns, manipulating the stick and offensive. Showing the different lines of attack with the blocks, checking, and the follow-up defense. Ava is 3-time world champion stick fighter from the Philippines. Now they're demonstrating some double stick coordination, series of offense and defense. Disarming or aga, where they take their opponent's weapon away. And now single stick coordination drills, offense and defense. Now into the pairing or the single stick sparring drill. Notice how the free hand is always constantly checking the opponent's stick. It's a form of the second line of defense. Disarm to a foot sweep and a follow-up. They're showing different lines of attack, blocks to the follow-up. When I say lines of attack, I mean, when the stick travels from one direction, there's a series of counters to defend yourself from that area. Now counter for counter drill. This is a striking pattern called the numerato, and what it is, it practices the foot movement, angling, and the different lines of attack, followed with the first strike with the stick, and then the second strike following with the dagger. what Steve's doing here is after a strike is thrown, he's blocking the dagger hand and he's moving to the outside where he's safe from the other weapon. Angling to the rear of his opponent. John Solon will be doing the punching. He's just showing different punches. He went through jab series using the cross, the right hand. Now he's showing the uppercut, punches that come upward. This is more defensive, evasion of the head, slipping, bobbing and weaving. Elbow blocks for the body shots. Now following up with combinations, jab, cross, hook. We do a lot of pad training so that our students have more realistic approach towards self-defense so they can develop their punches, their kicks, and so forth, rather than striking at imaginary objects. Okay, now the roll is going to switch. Now we're going to be working on some Thai pad training for their kicks and knees and elbows and so forth. Ed Wedding will be doing the kicking. Demonstrating a single round kick. Notice he stays high on his feet. His toes, his heels never touch the floor. This allows him to pivot and get his whole body behind his kick. This is an excellent conditioning training. It develops balance, it develops your speed, the power of the kicking, the cardiovascular. Showing the elbow strikes and the pads in combination. Okay, give him a good hand. Have to have him come train at our gym. Right now they're demonstrating Eskrima, which is a mixture between the Filipino martial arts of Eskrima and Judo, which incorporates throwing with the stick. Next up is Hamilton Cologne and Alan Igarashi. They'll be demonstrating a single stick.
Okay, basically what Alan and Hamilton are doing is a flow drill from the Eskrima collie. And they're feeding basically about 3 different lines and defending off them. Mixing in a little empty hands and kicks with the single stick. Just because if you have a stick does not mean that you don't use the stick. You have your hands and your feet still. Now those touches you see with the stick to Alan are really, in reality, slices that were used with a sword. Alan disarms Hamilton, now they're empty hands. Mano y mano.
All of us are gonna get a newspaper.
Hamilton feeds across, goes down too low and comes out with the choke and then to an arm bar. And cross arm hold, which is submission. And that's it. Okay, here we have Javier Arrieta in the blue corner and Eric Bellucci in the red. Both instructors at the IMB Academy. They're going to be showing a little wrestling, throws, a lot of body positioning movement off the hands and the feet. Press and kick. A couple tie kicks. Eric shields. Blocks with his arm. Eric goes in with a single leg. Into an ankle lock, heel hold. Into an ankle lock. Javier takes him down to a heel hold. These are submissions on the feet of the ankles. A little whirlwind kicking by Eric. Eric is also involved in capoeira, which is a Brazilian art. Javier throws him, fireman's carry, goes into a cross arm hold. Eric turns over inside what is called the guard. He passes the guard, passes the leg, tries to gain control of him. They tie up. This is called the tie up in wrestling. Javier pulls him in the guard. For Eric to submit Javier, he has to pass the legs. Eric throws him into the ropes. Little kicking. Ooh, shield. Hit him in the head. It's okay, he's alright. Couple low kicks. Eric goes into a throw with a leg. Ankle lock. Back up. Standing. Tie up. He's going to throw him here. And Javier finishes with some striking blows to the head. Eric is now finishing with a chokehold, and Javier passes out. But he reawakes quickly. Good job, guys. Okay, here they go. And back in the old days when they did this, there was no equipment. It was called a death match, and it lasted usually no longer than 10 seconds. As you can see how fast the strikes are, to the head, to the body, to the hand. Going all out, just like fight. Imagine having no equipment on with all these strikes. The fight would end pretty quickly. the head. All out, here they go, like two twirling fans. And that's it. There's a little quick thing.
Many days, we'd like to present to you this beautiful award. That's for your hard work today and all your trophy right here. Thank you very much for coming.